Song's definitely individualized, very much so for Taemin, but it retains that little bit of shiny. I like that. That's a cool aesthetic. Hey everybody, how's it going? I've got a brand new music video reaction / review coming at you today, and this one is for Press Your Number by Taemin. I think it's really cool that they're doing like a double or more release for this album. I think SM invested a lot of time and resources into this, and it looks like it's really paying off so far, so I'm really excited to check this song out. I hear that it is produced or co-produced by Bruno Mars. I'm a big fan of Bruno Mars, so let's jump right in and check it out. Here we go. Always like a glitchy, ominous intro for Taemin. Which is actually kind of funny if you think about it.
홀로 깨어난 어두운 밤 습관처럼 네 생각에 I'm feeling freaky 전화를 걸어봐도 여전히
Are you now, Taemin?
급해져 널 찾아가 진하게 pain 널 떠올려 Then kiss your lips 아스라이 웃어지지 날이 선 내 가슴이 수없이 만들어낸 이 맘의 끝엔 결국 너로 가득 차 이 손끝에 선명했던 채워 내 따뜻했어.
What you doing, Taemin? Meanwhile, the backing vocals, they're really, really cool. Alright, here's that Bruno Mars influence. That chorus vocal motif, that's very Bruno Mars. Alright, it goes back to kind of that halftime feel, that's cool. I really like this harder beat. Really cool synth tones. There's some really awesome like rhythm guitar parts I'm noticing sprinkled throughout, definitely in the chorus. That kind of deliberate motif there in the vocals, that just reminds me of Bruno Mars. The way it's done, I mean. This section kind of does too. There's something about your body, body, body. 다시 널 갖고 싶어. 말해, 말해, 말해. 밤새 너의 이름. The production on this song is just unbelievably good. It's like blowing my mind. All I need is you. Just to press your number. 대답해줘. 지금 날 떠나도. Awesome layered vocals. But the mixing and mastering on this is just so balanced throughout. But you still got that little bit of like shiny, that little like screechy synth in there just popping out. Song's definitely individualized, very much so for Taemin, but it retains that little bit of shiny. I like that. That's a cool aesthetic. Taemin just got like awfully destructive. 0 to 100 in no time. Oh, I like the credits, that's cool. Kind of a strange music video. Actually kind of a strange song, but I actually really like where they're going with this. Artistically, with the music, I think it's just very mature. You know, I talk about that a lot, like mature artistry, attention to detail, experienced performers, all these little things. These are the things that really set artists apart from one another, because there are tons of fantastic musicians and artists within K-pop. So to be able to set yourself apart, you have to do some really top-notch stuff. It's those last little 5% icing on the cake things, like I was talking about in my last video, that really are the things that make me take notice and push certain songs and certain artists to like a higher level. This song is a perfect example of that. Now, the music video, a lot of people have been talking about it was just like mind-blowingly over the top, and they couldn't figure out what all the symbolism means and all that stuff. But the music, they didn't go over the top with it. It is mind-blowingly good. The production, the mixing and everything, the frequency balance was just beautiful. Like, it sounds amazing on both sets of my speakers. You know, I can't say enough about the production, but the songwriting itself, it wasn't grandiose, it wasn't self-indulgent or anything like that. It was kind of an understated song. It definitely wasn't that like over the top, trying to bash you over the head and impress you with what Taemin can do. Instead, it's more of a suggestive thing that pulls you in. You know, it's putting itself out there, like, look at the quality and the skill of this artist, this musician, and what he has to offer. And we don't feel like we have to write something or have him perform something that's so absolutely over the top that it's going to have to pull you in. You know, we'll just put his talent on display and we think that people will find it and appreciate it. And I think that's a really smart move, because that's assuming that the music listener, the consumer, is not stupid, which I think happens a lot with the big record labels like in the United States. Music consumers are not stupid, even if they know nothing about music. I've always been amazed at how much like somebody who's totally musically illiterate can pick up about a song, even if they don't know the musically correct terms to describe it. They still know it, they can hear it, they can feel it. So I really like seeing a song like this where they kind of maturely put his talent and this new kind of style on display without trying to do all the same flashy or shock value marketing techniques to draw people in. So I've talked about the production, the context, and the kind of marketing and concept behind this whole thing, and of course the songwriting and arranging, but the last thing that I definitely don't want to gloss over is how fantastic Taemin executed this song and the rest of the songs on his album. His performance value, his musical skill and ability as a musician has improved so much over the years, it's kind of crazy. So to see him working with people like Bruno Mars and understanding as a musician that he can do something like this, it's very mature and kind of subdued, but that still communicates like a ton of quality, a ton of musical interest, and be able to pull that off in just the perfect way that fits the concept, fits everything else that he's trying to do with this, is very impressive. Even if you choose to believe that SM set up everything for Taemin, he basically just walked into the studio and walked on set and filmed and left and had no other involvement, the fact that he was able to execute this and pull it off as an artist speaks volumes to his development, because even if SM literally delivered this entire album and concept to him on a silver platter and he did nothing, it would still be an absolutely amazing feat that he was able to pull this off as a musician and as an artist. I certainly don't believe that's how this all came together, because this fits Taemin so well, and it really looks like he's into it. But I have heard people saying things like that as if it would somehow diminish the accomplishment that this album is. So I wanted to quickly address that, because I'm just so impressed with how everything came together. So let's jump back in, analyze the song, talk about it some more, and let's see what we can find. Here we go. I think the only thing I don't like about this song is how that intro kind of transitioned in from the really cool sound design and sound effects into the song. It was kind of abrupt and a little disjointed for me. That is my only complaint about this song. Really nice, kind of like electric piano type of tones, the synth parts. I suppose it could be a real electric piano, I don't know. You'll notice there's not like any high end or attack in the percussion there. It's very filtered out, so it's just the low end. It's really effective because it keeps Taemin's vocals kind of out there floating, but not like too far detached from the song. Everything in this song is like a perfect balance. They did a really good job with everything like that.
My favorite place.
We go to the regular time or double time, then we go back to the halftime feel. Again, you'll notice super filtered out drum part, so you're mostly just forced to focus on the vocals. Some amazing layers in the harmonies too. I wish there would have been a little bit more of this. I get why there wasn't more of it because the arrangement was excellent. But maybe he'll do another song that kind of explores that little groovy type of style in the future. I'd like to hear that. Maybe it's because Bruno Mars is helping produce this. The harmonies are a little bit quieter, and the way they recorded them is a little more subdued, which is more of the style of American pop recently. K-pop tends to have more harmony in it, and it's louder in the mix. So you have to listen a little bit harder to hear all those amazing harmony parts that Taemin's singing. I'm assuming it's him. It sounds like him singing most of them. But they are there, and they're very kind of ethereal and floating in the background. Love this chord progression here, that upward movement. I think maybe I'm hearing Bruno Mars, like 1 or 2 tracks of him with his voice blended in. It'll be interesting to see if he did sing a little bit of background vocals on this. I could have sworn I heard him for one little part there. Most of the voices sound like Taemin or similar to Taemin, but there was one that was a little different sounding. Got that cool side chaining effect, really kind of overdone here, but it works well. The kind of pulsating effect. It just kind of fades. Some epic reverb there on that snap sample. Then you notice here, they filtered out all the low end on the drums. That was a really good example of that because you're not kind of distracted by the vocals going on. Right there at the end, they had the snaps and it was like full range drums, and then they put in EQ filter and just took out all the high ends, so you're only hearing the like mid and low frequencies. So anyway, hopefully that makes a little more sense. That was a nice little demonstration that worked out nicely for me. So what did you think of this song and music video? Did you like the song more or less or about the same as Drip Drop? Did the Captain Kirk costume and Drip Drop push that song over the top for you so you like it more? Anything like that, let me know in the comment section. I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys thought. And thanks for watching this music video reaction / review. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you could share this video all over the place, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, forums, or anywhere else, all that stuff really helps me out. If you guys check out the first link in the video description below, I've added some new merch to my merch store, stuff with MRJ and MRJKPOP logos on it, phone cases, hoodies, t-shirts, of course, leggings, hats, beanies. I got all kinds of stuff on there, and I just added a bunch of new products and designs, and I will continue to be adding some new designs into the future. So please check that out, and if you buy any MRJ merch, make sure to take pictures of yourself using it or wearing it. Send it to me, and I'll feature it on my website and social media, and hopefully you'll enjoy it a lot. So I'll see you guys next time.